God, I
And
like that.
that is amazing. All right, we're live.
All
Perfect.
right. So, God, I
And
like that.
that is amazing.
All
Oh,
right.
gotta get rid of that three. Anyway, how do I begin this?
Halloween 2018 predictions.
Yeah.
A
Anyway.
lot of people know about it, or just a fan. I'm
um.
curious because not a lot of people, are followers of the series anymore. But
Well, I it went viral. It went viral.
oh shit, I guess a
So
lot of people are excited then.
yeah, let me
It
see.
was, but I knew
Uh,
about it like 2 years ago. They were already talking about it.
yeah, let's see. Halloween trailers. How many views that it had? Yeah, over 14 million views.
Damn, that's
Anyway,
like all of America. I'm just kidding.
I guess we should do an introduction. Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to the one, the only WTF. Wait, what? Podcast. This is being recorded live without a script. So
Yeah,
you'll
as you
hear,
can tell.
yeah. So you'll hear a stutter, use filler words, and you will learn that our vocabulary is extremely limited.
Hmm.
Without further ado, let me explain to you what this podcast is. I'm doing this so if somebody watches it back, they'll have the introduction. Anyway,
Yeah.
so let me make it sound as boring as humanly possible. That way, I keep your interest.
Hmm.
We are just two dudes who like video games, movies, and entertainment in general. So we are here to give you opinions that you probably didn't ask for, but you clicked on this video, so you're stuck with those opinions. If you haven't clicked away already. My name is Logan. I'm hosting with my good buddy JD. And do you have anything to add, JD? Anything useful?
Um, is cussing allowed? I'm just kidding.
Well, fuck, dude. Probably not.
No, probably not. No.
Well, let's
Um,
start out
sometimes.
with some Halloween predictions. Are you watching the live stream, JD?
Yeah. Well,
Alright,
I'm at
good.
least paying attention to the chat. I'm not gonna be listening to my own voice. I don't
Oh
like to
no,
say.
just at least watch the live stream. Anyway, so you watched the trailer, I'm
Yep.
assuming.
It's going to be a direct sequel to the first movie,
That is correct.
which is ridiculous. I felt so invested in the second one. I just like the idea of it going straight to the next day. No, not even the next day. The same
Same
night.
night, yeah.
In what happens right after they lose the body of Michael Myers. It was
Well,
awesome. Just freaking. I like that movies did that. Make it last a whole day straight through.
well, I think the reason why they're disregarding the second one is because John Carpenter, who came back, who he wrote the second one, but he pretty much him and Deborah Hill did everything on the first one.
Yeah.
He basically thought that the first one should have ended where it was, where he disappears after being shot.
Mystery.
Exactly. And one of the things he said, and with the two directors, I think it's Danny McBride and somebody else, what they were saying was that they wanted to make Michael Myers scary again, but since the
Mhm.
way Halloween 2 ended, because he ended up getting shot, shot 6 more times that night, and then burnt to a crisp at the end, but he still came back. And in their opinion, it's not scary that he's immortal.
Yeah.
So I think the reason why they're disregarding the second one is so they can have sort of a blank slate, make you maybe think he's still a human, which was the great thing about the first one is you think he's just a guy, but towards the end you're like, well, is
You're like,
he a
whoa,
human?
did you just get shot and get back up? Or
Yeah.
take a shotgun to the face? It's like when I saw just recently when that guy, when you were showing, gets
Hmm.
hit in the face and not even a flinch. He just takes it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Right there.
yeah, I'm hoping in the second movie there's an explanation as to how he handles all this stuff. Like you think there'll be a scientific explanation, or they're gonna go with the he's so evil he could take it.
Well,
You
I
know?
think they're gonna keep that a mystery because that was the beauty of the first one was why I think the first one is perfect because he kills his sister when he's a little boy and then he escapes from the mental hospital and you think he's just a normal guy but then all this shit happens like he gets stabbed in the neck and then he walks back up the stairs. He gets stabbed in the eye and then stabbed in the chest, and then he gets up again, and then he gets shot 6 times and falls off a balcony, and then he disappears.
About the second movie, aren't you? Or is that
No, that's the first one.
okay, when he falls off the second story.
Yeah.
Right before he falls off the second story.
Yeah, because
It's been a while. I used to watch it every Halloween, but lately I just haven't been keeping up with it anymore.
Yeah, he got stabbed 3 times in the neck, in the eye, and then in the heart. He got stabbed by a knitting needle, a clothesline, a clothes hanger, in the closet, and then in the heart with his own knife.
And James Carpenter.
John Carpenter,
whatever. I'm just kidding. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say now because you interrupted me. I was saying, do you think he's gonna ruin his own movie? Like he's gonna put explanation in there? Or do you think he's going for the mystery angle?
I think he's going for the mystery angle because that's part of the reason why he didn't want to do the second one. Like when he wrote the script.
To be fair, they never explained how.
Well, they do.
He does these things. He just says he's so evil. That's basically the only explanation I've ever heard. Well, at least I remember.
The way John Carpenter described it, especially with the announcement of Halloween 2018, he's pure evil. He's an unstoppable force of nature. So the way I always assumed it was that he was like an element of nature, and he was evil, so he can't be stopped. But like I said, I think he's gonna stick. Because he's not writing this one, he's just a producer and a creative producer.
He's just making sure it's done the way he wants it, at least.
Well, he's probably in it for a paycheck, and he probably... Like, that's a whole thing within itself that I think we can talk about. But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so, to answer your question, I think they're going to go with the more mysterious element, make you question whether or not he's a human or immortal or not, you know, whether or not he can survive all this stuff. I think after the first film, you kind of have to go along that lines.
So you think about it, his psychologist, he died in the original series. In this, it continues off the first one. He's still alive. Do you think he's gonna still be alive in this new one? I think he might be. I don't know if the actor's still alive or not. I'm pretty sure he's not. I think I remember hearing about him dying.
So
I might be wrong,
about that, it's a psychiatrist, not a psychologist. His character technically is still alive in the series.
Okay, so there's a chance he might make a cameo.
Probably not because the actor is dead. They died after they made the 6th one. Yeah. Right after they wrapped filming on the 6th one, which is too bad because the 6th film is... The storyline's terrible. Like, it's a good movie, cool concepts, cool idea, which is called The Curse of Michael Myers, so they actually explain it in that one. And then this is the 3rd or 4th time that this series is getting the reboot if you include Rob Zombie's remakes. Other than that, if you don't, this is the 3rd time it's being rebooted because you have Halloween 1 and 2 and then 4, 5 and 6 and then
don't forget about 3, the spin-off series, the freaking
anthology series.
I don't understand that. Is that what they considered it?
Well,
it's called Halloween 3, right?
Yeah.
But it had its whole other story. That wouldn't be considered. Did it take place in the same universe somehow?
No, because in that movie you see a clip of the trailer of the first Halloween movie. To explain that though, which kind of circles back into our conversation, because John Carpenter, he only wanted the first Halloween movie to be made because he's not really that big of a fan of sequels, but he no longer owned the rights to it after the first one. The first one was an indie film, but after distributing it and getting money from producers, he no longer owned the rights to the Halloween series. So basically, they were going to make the second one without him. So he reluctantly signed on to make the second one so he can get paid off of his creation. And he wrote the script in one night, I think, with a 6-pack of beer. And at the end of it, I don't know if you saw the clip, but at the end of it, he tried killing off Michael Myers.
Yeah, so we could finally have a conclusion, you know.
Yeah, so you can have a conclusion, and then so they could do other things, which is why Halloween 3 didn't have them, and why that was its own thing. But people, because, there was really no internet back then, so a lot of people didn't know. They saw, oh, Halloween 3, let's go watch it, see Michael Myers, and he wasn't in
Oh
there.
my god, that sucks for them.
Yeah, and Halloween 3 was a good movie if you
Yeah.
just disregard
They
the...
shouldn't have called it Halloween 3 though. They just wanted to catfish you. To
Well,
watch
no,
it.
but they wanted it to be like a Tales of Halloween type series.
So I think the first one was supposed to be its own special story. I feel like he wanted the second one to be a horror movie, but a different story, like
Yeah.
like the third one. But I guess it was so popular they just had to have Michael Myers come back.
Yeah. Which, to me, it makes more sense, because if he had his way, Michael Myers would still technically be alive. Because, in my opinion, if you kill off the
But just
character...
end it that way, and that's it.
Yeah, in my opinion, if you kill off the character of Michael Myers, it's inconsistent of what he is. Because he's the boogeyman. He's pure evil. He never dies. Which is
That's
why...
When I was a kid, that's how I knew him. I didn't know him as Michael Myers. I knew
As the
him
boogeyman?
as the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Is that how you were brought up as a kid?
Well, no, I knew of him, but it made me fascinated about what a boogeyman is, because basically a boogeyman is just a tale to scare kids, and the boogeyman changes shape. Like, it's molded by whatever culture or that it's being told in, or by whatever person's telling the story, which is interesting because in the first Halloween movie, they called Michael Myers the Shape.
The Shape.
Yeah,
I don't
and
remember that.
yeah, if you like, they don't call him that in the movie, but the not the cast, the crew, and in the credits, he's listed as the Shape, because obviously, if you look at him, he's kind of featureless and blank, which is perfect in the boogeyman sense, because the boogeyman... Oh, stream unavailable. Oh, you whore.
Oh, is it because you were using YouTube videos?
No, it said audio. Temporarily blocked because we detected copyright audio and video. That makes no sense.
Popular?
Copyrighted audio and video.
Were those videos playing audio through them?
No.
What? I'm confused. Oh, was it from the beginning, the 8-bit?
It shouldn't, because I've done that before.
Well, maybe it's an updated thing. You know how YouTube's constantly freaking changing? Dang.
Let's see. I think our audio is still... What the fuck?
Does that mean it's not even going to be saved, basically?
It will be saved, because I think it's still recording. I mean, again.
Probably won't. We're going to have to redo it, probably.
Damn. Yeah, we're streaming again.
Okay, well, let's try to be more to the point, I guess.
Stream unavailable. Stream suspended for policy violations.
Can you
What?
tell me what exactly the violations were? Or do you think someone watching freaking reported us? Just to be buttholes.
They probably did. Well, I don't get why it won't, This is so unusual.
This is a gaming channel, right?
Yeah.
We're doing the gaming stream.
Stream unavailable. What the actual fuck?
So you have to redo it.